My name is Frank Turner, this is Mr. Matt Nazir.
Hello.
Welcome to our part of this festival, to the show. Let's start by saying it's an absolute honor to be here at Fest again, and to be with you this evening. We're very grateful that you came to see our show this evening. Thank you very much. Is everybody having a nice time? That's the news I needed to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, also by the way, welcome to show number 2581. And that's just fucking crazy. Because when I was a kid, I used to lie awake in my bedroom back in England and dream that one day I would play my 2581st show in Gainesville, Florida. And I'm here to tell you folks, sometimes dreams come true.
What are the chances?
I know, it's such an enormous coincidence. It's a huge honor to be part of Fest as well. Thanks for being here. I'm aware that we're a small part of this, but I feel the need to say this next part. If you've seen me play a show before, you would have heard this before, but it bears repeating, particularly given everything happening in the world. I like to have two rules when I'm playing, right? Rule number one, don't be a dickhead. It sounds so simple, and yet every day, as we travel the world, I stand on a raised piece of flooring and watch people struggle with this simple directive. But that's okay, we're friends, right? It just means look out for each other, take care of each other, make sure the people standing around you are okay. If I can be philosophical for a second, what it means is that I believe that we're a community if we choose to be one and do not require external sources of authority to police our behavior, okay? But that is just a fancy way of saying be nice to each other. Rule number 1.5. You weren't expecting that one. I didn't want to have more than 2 rules. It made me feel like a cop. To my right stands Mr. Matthew Nazir. There he is.
Hello.
How you doing tonight, Matthew?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm very well. Every night on tour, Matthew reaches into this massive magic case and pulls out any random instrument to play. And tonight, it's the mandolin, ladies and gentlemen.
Of all the instruments.
I know, this is called a mandolin, by the way. You may not have seen one before. It's an instrument that can be used for both good and evil. Matt, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good so far, yeah.
Okay.
It could take a
He's going to use it for good tonight, as long as you guys fucking behave yourselves and obey rule number 1, all right? Anyway, my point is, isn't he doing well?
No, you're too kind.
And rule number 1.5 is that if Matt does something impressive on the mandolin, and I'll leave it up to your judgment what constitutes impressive, it might just be holding the fucking thing. If Matt does something impressive with the mandolin, you gotta give it some fucking love, Gainesville!
Should we go and get you a mandolin then?
Yeah, probably get me a mandolin.
Wait. Oh.
It's going to be a very quiet song. I'll continue. We haven't even done rule number 2 just yet. Rule number 2, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. There it is. You can hear that, right? Hooray!
Hurrah!
Rule
well
number
done, right.
1 2/3. Have a guitar that's plugged in and makes noise. Rule number 2. If you know the words to a song, you gotta fucking sing along. Particularly because we forgot the drummer tonight, and it's just us two. Now, having said that, here is a new song.